Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hi guys, how are you doing today? In today's video, we're trying to solve a simple equation, which is a mathematic equation, of course. And the question here, write a program in C++ to print the area of a circle. So I can prompt you with the equation. So A equals pi, and it's multiplied by the radius, which is r for the power of 2. Okay, take some time to think of it and try to apply it yourself. And it's okay if you can't do it. We'll go through it in just a second. Okay, let's move to the editor and see for ourselves how we can solve it. Getting back to our editor here. So I'll be starting by, defining a variable here. So I would say we need the pi at first, which is, a float, but at the same time, it's a consonant. So we don't really need to change this value all over the course of this, program. So we will add const, which means consonant. So we wouldn't be changing this value at all. And it's from the type or the data type, which is float, because it has less than 1. So in this case, we would say constant float. Let me see, pi. Okay, I'll name it pi, and the value of it would be 3 plus 14. And to be honest, it's a larger number than this. But we were just trying to make things simple here. So I can actually copy it from Google and paste it here. It's around like 10 numbers after the dot, 10 digits, I think. So in this case, this is the first variable. And the second variable would be the radius, right? So I would say float. I don't know, maybe it has like, less numbers than 1. So in this case, we need the dots here. So I would say r equals, okay, actually we can take this value from the user. So we don't actually have to add like hard coded value. So we can take it from the user. So I'll just give it a 0. Okay, I'll give it just a 0. I forgot here to add the comma, so that's why it put the red line right there. So as I told you, I really need to get this R from the user. And so I would ask the user to give me the value of R. So I would say, cout, can you enter the radius value of the circle? Okay. Console N. This is how I get the value from the user. So here I'll put the variable R because I want this to get it from the user. I want to prompt the user, so I need this value from him. So in this case, I'll get this value from the user, and then I can use it, in my program. So let's see now. So what's the type of equation that we have? The equation says pi, which is the constant that we have, 3.14, multiplied by the r, but the r for the power of 2. So I can say r multiplied by another r. Well, this one would give me the same results, right? And then after that, I want the result of this. So I will add another, variable and call it float result. So this will be, this variable would be the result of all of this. And I want to type the result. Okay, I will say the result is. Okay, and I'll be adding the results, which is the variable that we just added here. And that's it. I'll add system pause. I want it to stop at the end of execution here. Okay, so let's see now what we have. So is there a problem here or anything? It will be shown, you know. So can you enter the radius value of the circle? I would say, let's just make it 2. Okay, so the answer now is 12.56, which is true. That's a really correct answer. We can do it actually in another way, which is, instead of multiplying pi by r and r again, we can do it using the power. So let me show you here how you can do it. So I will just comment this out. Okay. And I would say result here would be the equal of pi multiplied, since we just multiplied r by r, we can do it using the power. So I would say how this is a fixed function in C++ that help you to count the power with the knowing of the base. Okay, so the base here is r. Okay, so r is the base, and we add a comma here, and then for the power now. Okay, so the power of 2, because it's r multiplied by r. If it's 3 times, so I have to change this to 3. If I multiplied it 4 times, 5 times, you have to change it here. So in this case, I'll just make it 2. And let's see the result here. Okay, let's add the same value as we added before, so 2. It gives you the same result, as you can see here. So this is, the way that you should be using it in C++. That's, the previous one here that we just commented out. Actually, I can make it all of them, like you can get the same answer here and here. But I'll change the name of the, variable, because we have to make different names, because you can't actually use the same variable name in the same program, right? So see out, let me just put a line between them so we can see everything. Okay, it actually says there's something wrong here. Okay, so the result for the first time, let's say this one is 2, result 2, and I'll print the result of 1 here, and I'll put it result 1. See now, because everyone has different variable name, because it counts different value here, even if it has the same result. Let me see now. So same thing. See, it gives you the same results. The first one is just multiplied it by just r multiplied by r again, and the other one using the power function that is built in C++. Okay, you can actually practice this with different numbers and use a power function, because this is the first time we actually discuss this one. I hope you guys learned something from my video today. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.